Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Hell's Newsletter podcast. Today we are here for our first solo episode of the year. Uh, and if you don't know what this is, or if you didn't see the return episode, essentially this is just part of the series where we end up just here. We're here to talk about world news, gaming news, and actually we have a new Q&A section as well, which we will be answering. There are 8 or 9 questions. I can't remember the exact number off the top of my head. Most of which seem
Yeah.
jokes. Some get a bit personal, but oh well. But yes, hello. Hopefully we're all doing well. It's the end of January. This will probably be going up tomorrow on February 1st. We know we are a couple days late. It's been a very stressful week for the both of us.
God.
But yeah, we do apologize for that, but we will be again getting every episode out this year. There just might be a slight delay on some days. I should
Yeah,
also note
so
that Hmm?
it might not come out directly on like the 15th or the 31st, but it will come out in around that period.
Just know that it will not be more than 2 days late. So it may come up on the first of the next month or the 31st. And I should announce this real quick for February. It will be going up on the 28th since there is no 30th, or at worst it'll be going up March 2nd.
Yeah.
Yeah. But either way, should we get started?
Yeah.
All right.
So, this is big. This just happened today, actually. I just saw this. Sony just bought Bungie.
Oh. So and
Yeah.
Microsoft actually bought Activision. I remember that too.
Yeah. Well, they bought Activision because of the whole.
They bought an HR
It's
case, pretty much.
Yeah.
They just bought a giant HR case. They're waiting for everything to go horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your head is twitching.
Is it?
Your head twitches sometimes.
Bruh.
That's weird. All right,
Okay,
whatever.
we're gonna put that over there. That's gonna fall into the couch. That's fine.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, but yeah, that's happened. Honestly, watching like a lot of the gaming world stuff has been very interesting. Shit's been going on. A lot of streamer shit's been happening, from what I've noticed.
Oh yeah.
Like, I've seen some people make some big moves. I've seen other people, blowing shit up on the internet as usual. So that's been
Yep.
fun. Russia's about to invade
Uh,
Ukraine.
I was about to say World War III is about to happen.
Yeah, we all thought World War III would happen at the beginning of 2020 when, that happened. But no.
we were just a year early.
Yeah. Or yeah, 2021 was the World War III. Right? Yeah.
Just a year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
something like
a
that,
year
alright.
early. Now Russia's standing up to invade Ukraine. Every other country is ready to punch them in the face. And I think
including Japan. Like that's how you know it's serious. When Japan threatens to do something,
I'm gonna say this
do
right
anything
now.
military wise,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say this right now.
That's not good.
For Japan being Japan, I honest to God fear them. Not because of like a military or anything. I just honest to God fear them because the amount of pull they have in the entire world.
Yeah.
Like anime and manga,
a lot of pull.
90% of the countries out there are into it. Like, or at least the ones that have access to it. Like 95% are like, oh yeah, this is like such a great thing, a part of us as well.
Mhm.
I fear them. They have a lot of pull in the world, and I feel like if it came down to it, a lot of people would go to war for them. So that's something.
Yeah, that's fun. That's
Yeah.
like what
For some
this is
reason.
welcome to.
Oh yeah, the funniest thing about this to me.
What?
So like I believe that this was, I don't even remember the exact time. This is like a couple months ago or something. But oh, your head's also glitching out. This is very nice.
I know it. I think it's the chairs.
It has to be. But yeah, I apologize for that. We're on a new map today, as y'all can tell. We're gonna be rotating in and out maps so the scenery behind doesn't get too boring for those who like to watch the video. Or repetitive, I mean, not boring. But yeah. You also might see some cats wandering by in the background over there, yeah. Sorry, I have our camera view hidden right here so I can actually see, what I'm pointing at and shit. But you may
And right there,
yeah, here.
there's a snowman watching us through the window.
Yeah, I'll put like a little photo of it right here from the behind the scenes. But yeah, there's just a snowman right behind the camera that's staring at us, and it's the creepiest fucking thing I've ever seen.
It's
Um,
not really that enjoyable because I see him out of the corner of my eye
yeah, no,
every
it's
time
that,
I
but it's
look at
also
the camera.
you see the one eye, right? That's what I see. I see one eye. I
Yeah.
don't see both. It's fucking horrifying.
Oh, I
I
see
don't like
one.
it. Yeah, it's
I see
horrifying.
one in his nose. That's
Yeah, that's what I
about
see.
it.
I've got his eye. It's just one eye, and it's scary. I don't like it. I
Yep.
feel like I'm about to get murdered. But
That's fine. Frosty
oh
won't
yeah.
kill us yet.
But yeah, you may see some AI cats wandering around over there and shit, or maybe like some right in front. I don't know where they all are. There were a couple that wander around the entire map, but I haven't seen any in this room at all so far. So I guess we'll see if they end up coming in at all. But
Yeah, it should
yeah.
be fine.
Here's a good joke. Actually, going back to the Russia thing. So you know how we like finally got out of what is it, Afghanistan, I believe, like a couple months back.
Yeah.
It's been like 5 months, and we're already aching to go to war again. Like immediately, we just started with threatening Russia. I don't even think Ukraine is one of our allies. Are they?
I don't know.
I don't know the world standings. I also don't really pay attention to Europe because I really don't like Europe. I don't like America either, so I don't pay attention to it.
Ukraine is in Europe. Yes. My brain was trying to argue that Ukraine was not in Europe. No, it's in Europe.
Yes, Russia's a part of Europe. So is Germany and all of these other countries. Ukraine is in the center, but no.
Russia is a Eurasian country.
Eurasian, but I mean it's still counts.
Yeah, like their main capital is in Europe.
Yeah,
but
but
they just happen to own the frozen tundra that is the rest of that area.
Yeah, so that's something. But
that's not gonna be fun. I have a couple friends that are like in the armed forces, and they all posted the thing of like 8,000 troops have been deployed as have been notified on high alert.
Oh, this is gonna be great
in the U.S. So that's cool.
I'm just gonna say this right now. I really think a lot of countries need to fuck off out of otherworldly business. Like, all right, I'll admit, an invasion is not a good thing. Because like, it's not a good thing. It shouldn't be happening. But I feel like countries with nuclear arsenals should really not be dealing with this.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Russia has the biggest nuclear arsenal in the world, and I think we have the second biggest, or it's reversed. I couldn't remember.
We
have the biggest.
We have 1,000 more nukes than Russia.
Okay, so Russia's second, then we have the most. But America and Russia really should not be going head to head with this shit. They're way too hot-headed.
Yeah, they need to calm. Calm down.
I don't care whether you agree with me or not. If you disagree, you're plain wrong. America and Russia are way too fucking hot-headed to be doing anything related to war.
Yeah, no.
It's not something they should ever touch. They are
way
too hot-headed.
Are we really gonna do this during the fucking COVID pandemic? We're gonna do this now. We're gonna do it now. What? Are we gonna send soldiers with masks on so they don't get Rona?
I mean, it's not even that. It's it's not even just that too. It's like, okay, soldiers are around the world pretty often. Not just for war. They just go to bases and shit around the world. Sometimes they're even out there just to help aid and guide convoys and shit. But again, at the same time, you send a bunch of them out. How many of them are going to get Rona? And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh well. Let's say they send part of the military down into, I don't know, a village in a random country to assist aid after a natural disaster. 90% of them go down with COVID before the incubation period, and they're all fucked now.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, who's doing the AFK animation?
You don't see this. Don't worry about it. Keep talking.
You'll see it here in a second for me. But when we do the Q&A things, I've got to tab out to actually read the questions. But
yeah, I'm totally not secretly looking for gaming news at the moment.
That is understandable, to be honest. We really did not get all of our shit together before
we really didn't plan this episode out. We've been delaying this one for
here's the thing.
3 days.
This is being recorded on the 31st. Oof and I have been trying to record this since the 23rd, but our scheduling has been so fucked. Just to put our lives in context here a little bit, Oof and I are very, very ridiculously busy people. So when I'm free, he's generally not. And when he's free, I'm generally not. we could have had this episode done a while ago. Like, we could have had this episode done 6 days ago, right? Because Oof was free and he was all set to record. I had to go to class.
Yep.
Yeah. And then by the time I got home, it would have been like midnight to 1 a.m. for him, and it was just... It's nightmarish.
It's just been chaos.
Oh, yeah. I can say for a fact the summer episodes will all be done on time, because, I mean, those are not hard to do in the slightest.
You say that,
no?
But guess what? Guess who has a summer term?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
I gotta take 4 classes in the summer.
I know I'm gonna be taking a break from my summer term, just cause.
Yep.
But
I wish.
Well. Shit.
It's that, or my graduation gets pushed back another 6 months.
Ah, yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah, take a whole nother semester, and I'm like, I don't really.
Don't want to do that. Yeah, that's fair.
So, I got something for us. All right.
Yeah.
Today, according to the Chinese news outlet Sina, a company called BOE, has built the world's first 500 hertz gaming monitor.
Holy shit, that's gonna be nice.
It's a 27-inch. And it's coming in with okay. It's only coming in at a resolution of 1080p.
That's not bad though.
Oh. That's not bad.
That's not bad. I mean, 500 hertz.
Wow. I mean, 500 hertz is crazy to think about, but okay. I want you guys to think about something. What game do you run at 500 FPS?
Not too many.
Like what? Minecraft on default like textures, but who uses default textures? If we both have RTX cards. We both use shaders.
Yeah, I'll say this right now. I don't think I can hit 500 FPS in a lot of my games. The only reason I say that is because my PC is a steaming pile of crap. Fuck you, NZXT. However,
fuck you myself. This PC you built is a piece of shit. Why does a PC that like has top of the line parts, like newest gen parts, still crash on you for no apparent reason?
Yeah, no.
I don't know. My PC just likes to just die.
That's fair. Mine does, and that's specifically because of NZXT. And if you don't know what NZXT is, they're a PC building company. Never buy from them. Do not.
Buy their cases. Their cases.
Their cases are nice. Do not buy any built PCs by them. They are really horrible at PC building, and I can tell you a couple reasons why just now. One, I had a crashing error for a while that would just lead to any time I launched GTA, it was a graphical bug. My monitors would black out, and so would my keyboard and mouse, but the PC tower itself would not shut down. I would have to unplug it in order to get it to actually turn off and restart.
Yeah.
Now, that happened, right? I got stonewalled by their customer service agents for a year. And after a year, I finally was like, fuck the American agents, contacted someone in Australia. They ended up getting me a little more help. Had to send the PC to them only to figure out they did jack shit. They ran the same tests they had already had me run. Those tests all came back perfectly fine. Why? Because the eventual error was an actual faulty graphics card, which their tests couldn't pick up for some reason. So yeah, eventually I just got them to send me a new one.
Yeah.
But there was that. And then on top of it, when I went to install a new hard drive in the PC, it turns out they had wired half the damn wires through that hardware slot.
Oh, so you couldn't even fit it in.
No, I had to unplug 90% of the components, take them out, re-put them in after putting in the hard drive, and then re-plug in all the components. Because the wires went right through, and it wasn't like, just move them out. No, they were, blocked by bars. So I had to, actually
So they
unplug.
just killed your expansion space.
Yeah, pretty much. They just completely fucked it. They thought, hey, this is a great idea. Let's wire it right on through a vital area that he might use later.
I mean, I guess from an aesthetic point, I guess it works, but at the same time, you don't know if that person is going to install another hard drive in there.
No, but here's the thing. It wouldn't even work for an aesthetic thing. You know why? So the PC has a glass side, right? That place where you could put it, not even in view of that. It's below it.
Oh, what the fuck?
So it's not even an aesthetic thing. The hard drive area is below where the glass is visible.
Oh, gotcha.
So you can't even see the hard drive. And I'm like, why would you even route cables through there? Makes no fucking sense to me.
No, it doesn't. I will say, a good PC building company, like a pre-built company. I usually like, I've been building my own PCs for like 4 or 5 years, right?
Yeah.
So I've never really bought a pre-built, but from like friends that have gotten into PC that have, like, bought pre-builts or stuff like that, there are only very few like places I would recommend. One of them being CyberPower. Any CyberPower
I've heard a
pre-built,
lot
it
of
will
good things about them.
guarantee you it will be, everything about it will be perfect, right?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about CyberPower. Their social medias are also really good too.
Yeah,
like they're interactive.
They have like their customization, the way you can just truly make it your own. I mean, hell, they have a laser thing for glass, laser art thing, so you can upload your own like picture or something, and they will laser it onto your tempered glass on the side of your case.
That's fucking
It
cool.
it costs like what, $50 extra.
I mean, of course it does, but that's cool as fuck.
It's still it's the fact that it's there, right?
Yeah, that's cool as fuck.
Oh, I'd recommend that. But if you're honestly gonna build a PC, and you're scared, you don't want to build it yourself because you're scared of the fact that you don't want to break the parts yourself, I will say that I'm very clumsy. All right, trust me. I will say I have broken PC parts before putting them together. I fried a 200 before this motherboard that I have now.
Yep.
There's a motherboard sitting on like this part of my closet. I fucking just punched my mic. Where I'm sitting, my desk is in my closet, and there's a shelf up there.
Yeah.
Up there, is a box with a Z490 A Pro, from
You fried it,
MSI. You? I went to go put in the CPU. I forgot Intel puts the pins on the board instead of the CPU. I forgot that was a thing because I have been on Ryzen this whole time. And I bent like 8 of the pins.
No.
It's fixable. It's because the pins are still all there and you can just bend them back in place, but I don't have the tools for that. I don't have the tweezers for that.
That's still also not good though. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're scared to build a PC just because, or you think it's too complicated or you're going to break something, it's not as hard as you think, right?
It's plenty really of tutorials. Like, I will tell you this. I have seen quite a few people who I've helped in building a PC make some fatal mistakes. And they're very easy mistakes to make, but honestly, they're not impossible. There's another thing watching us. That duck in the fucking ceiling board's there. Look up.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's fucking horrifying. That is horrifying. Oh my god. Here, I'm gonna have to record this after, but I will show.
Lucy, they're surrounding us.
But there's another one right there.
No,
like directly above. I know. I see the ones behind us, but like directly above you. You see the tail end of that one?
Lucy, they're surrounding us.
I don't fucking like this, dude. There's so many things watching us here. Here's the thing.
More?
I will show some screenshots. Yeah, wait. I will show some screenshots like right now of just all the ducks in here. That's actually horrifying. Okay, there's some above us. I don't even know if the camera can capture those. There's that one right there. There's that one.
I don't see any more over
fucking
here.
Snowman.
Yeah. Oh, here are the cats.
They're coming in? Oh, no, yeah. These are the ones that were staring at the snowman a minute ago.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. All right, we just left the camera behind. We should probably go back to that.
Yeah, don't worry about this. Oh, no.
Yeah, there we go. But, yeah, so coming down to it. Hold on. Okay, whatever. But, yeah, going down to all that. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, PC building.
PC building.
Going down to all of it, there are definitely some quite easily fatal mistakes you can make. Like, I have seen people absolutely fry components just by not, like, statically grounding themselves before and shit like that. Yeah. It's not as hard as you think it is, as long as you take all of the proper procedures to do it. Like,
and take your time. It's frustrating. Yeah. It takes so long. But
the
in the
wiring will
end,
definitely
it's worth
frustrate
it.
you, but it is not as difficult as everyone thinks it is, for sure.
Yeah, no. Like my advice would be just go slow, take your time, right? Watch some videos before and while you're doing it, right?
Yeah,
So
and I
first
mean,
you'll be prepared, and then you'll have a guide to, like help you on the way.
yeah, and I mean overall, try to make it something you enjoy. Like again,
Honestly.
you're not gonna get as much work done as you think on something unless you actually enjoy doing the work.
Yeah.
It is monumentally harder to do something you dislike than to do something you're actually having fun with. So like
Yeah.
the
Like
way I encourage people to do is
PC.
like the way I did shit when I was first starting to build out a PC. I looked at it kind of like a game. I liked looking at the components and being like, all right, well, I wonder what this specifically runs, and I would look into it as I built.
Yeah. See, PC building is just overpriced adult Legos.
That quite literally is,
That's
yeah, what it is.
it's literally what it is.
It's a gamer's Lego.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gamer's Lego. That is exactly what it is.
Yep. A gamer's Lego that can cost up to $900.
Up to 900, dude. I've
Thanks.
seen PCs that are up
Thanks.
to like 6,000, 7,000.
No, I'm saying like no, I'm saying components.
Oh, components, yeah.
Or more. They most definitely could be more than that. Like,
I've seen components that are like 1,300.
Yeah, like I know a store near me that has that actually. This is shocking news. I know a store near me that owns a 3090 Founders Edition. It's brand new, like straight from the factory, and they selling it for $3,500.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Nah. But,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's something.
Yeah. My GPU, like I have a 3060, right?
Yeah.
I paid, okay, so I went to this computer place. Shout out to CSG. I think that's the name of the place. It's in my town. They're the only computer play store in my area that actually has parts. Nowhere else actually has parts besides like Best Buy, and they upscale their prices because they're Best Buy.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you, Best Buy.
I do go there when I need to, but fuck you.
No, fuck you, Best Buy. All right. The only reason I go there is to buy Apple products from you. That's it. Because Walmart never has them.
That's fair enough.
But my GPU, I had a 3060 S or the 1660 Super, and I traded that in. They gave me $200 for it, and I bought it for $700. Which right now, you know what? That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad. What at the time when I was looking at the market, like Facebook Marketplace and eBay and stuff like that, that card would go for close $1,100 sometimes.
Yeah,
that was the best deal I could literally get.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, PC building is a lot of fun. You can really turn it into a hobby. To be like how much can you turn it into a hobby? Like
you can make it a business.
When I got all my parts, right, to put together this thing right here.
Yeah.
It took me 3 days. It took me 3 days because of all the troubleshooting that I had to do with like the motherboard not working. Yeah, the motherboard breaking on me and I'm not noticing it, and I'm like, oh shit. 3 days later, I look at the pins. Oh, that's broken. Waiting for the new one to come in. Shout out to Amazon because they're great. But
Amazon does.
Pay your workers more.
Which
pay your workers more and put AC in.
Hold on, no. Pay your workers more. Don't
please.
Pay your workers more. Don't kill them in tornadoes.
Yeah, and don't make Amazon drivers go out in blizzards.
Yeah, like don't kill them in tornadoes. Don't make them go out in blizzards. Fuck you guys. Like Amazon, they come through honestly when you need to order shit. Shout out to the delivery drivers and their warehouse handlers, but also specifically
honestly facts.
Shit, if you're an Amazon delivery driver or a warehouse worker, I'm proud of you. You're doing fucking God's work. But also fuck your managers and fuck corporate.
If anyone is any driver in Florida, thank you. Because I have never had an Amazon pack. Knock on. Where's my desk? knock on wood, I've never had an Amazon package thrown at my door. Like, they literally place it down. They always place it. I have like a little pillar behind my house, next on my porch, my like front porch. They always put it behind the pillar when they can. And then most of the time when it's like expensive packages, they'll make sure I come to the door first to get it.
Oh yeah, and I mean, my favorite thing about that is like, out here at least, there's only two companies I've ever known to like throw around and damage packages, and that is FedEx and USPS. Fuck them all.
Oh my god.
Those guys are the
USPS,
two worst. USPS has mishandled so much shit that I've sent.
Like, they would be. Yeah, like they're my go-to like postal service, but I always buy the insurance on it.
I always do if I have to use them.
Like, you have to.
I will use them if I have to, but I will always get insurance from them. Why? Because they mishandle everything. Like, that and FedEx as well. Actually, fun fact, this PC here that I have right here, when I had to send it to NZXT, they sent the shipping label, right? So they dictate the company. I had to use FedEx, unfortunately, right? They broke my motherboard. Yep.
Just broke it.
Yeah, which is also in partial NZXT's fault, because NZXT sent, like, foam, right? But, like, you know the foam that goes in the inside of your PC? Mm-hmm. Problem. They sent their own custom stuff. And they forgot to include instructions on how I was supposed to do it.
Oh.
So I couldn't do anything about it. So I just had to ignore the foam and hope the PC didn't get fucked. They had dropped that package so hard, the motherboard had dislodged and bent.
Oh, yeah. No, that's done.
Like, honest to God,
like you,
like, I assume the package would like could have survived, but they dropped it so hard that it bent out of place and almost snapped. And I'm like, all right, dude, fuck off.
And in my experience of like building PCs, that is really hard to do.
It is. No, I'll tell you this right now.
Super durable.
I'll tell you this right now.
Really hard to do.
I've dropped a PC before, right? The motherboard, every component in there survived. No damage at all. Why? Because PCs are built to last if you build them right. Granted, the PC I have was not built right at all, because NZXT builders do not know what the fuck they're doing. But I mean, at the same time, it is extremely hard to bend and almost snap a motherboard by dropping it. Which means they pretty much played kickball with that shit in their facilities.
Yeah. No, so I remember
if
because
you're the workers who handled my package, fuck you.
Yeah, because remember you remember Milo, right?
Yeah.
Remember how I sent him my old parts, right?
No, it's the one that I sent you, though, right? It's out of the PC I sent you, right?
Yeah.
Fun fact, that PC that I sent him, right? The components were fine, but that case was damaged to hell, and that was USPS that we sent it through.
Ooh,
That case had no dents prior to me sending it, right? When it got there, it had at least 5 new dents in it. Like, that case looked like it had been played kickball with, but the components survived. Everything was perfectly fine.
The front plastic piece was cracked, too. Yeah, it was bad.
Everything.
But no, was damaged. This is the worst one. I forgot to send the RAM when I sent the PC parts to him, right?
Bruh.
I forgot to send the RAM, like a bozo, right? And I sent him the RAM, right? He checks his front door, right? Because I said it was delivered, and he's like, I don't see it, right? And I said, okay, we'll wait another day because you didn't see it. And he didn't leave his house, right? Dude, it was in his front yard. They literally threw it like a frisbee.
Bruh.
It was sitting in his front yard. Like,
that's honestly good it's good that it didn't get stolen, number one. Because that's
good it didn't rain.
Well, that too. But I mean, it's also like prime placing for someone to just walk by and be like, all right, yoink.
Yeah.
Like, hell,
like
that's happened here.
Yard.
Fuck no, dude. Like, hell. No. We used to have a tree in front of my house. I obviously, can't share a photo of it because our address plate's right above it. But we used to have a tree before we ended up having to cut it down and get rid of it that we had, like, delivery drivers hide packages behind. Because otherwise, it's in the middle of the walkway that leads to the house. That walkway is like maybe 5-6 feet long. So anybody walking by can just run up, take it, and run.
Oh, just run up, grab it, and leave. Yeah.
Yeah, and like the thing is like every house in my neighborhood and the area here has a front gate, right? You can't slide shit through that. There have been a few packages where the top of the gate's kind of big enough gaps they would just yeet it over. But that damages shit. But
yeah. damage the package. So.
But yeah, so it's just it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, but please shout out to Amazon drivers. Y'all are the real ones.
Like,
y'all the real MVPs.
I'll tell you this right now. You guys ever if you run into your Amazon driver when delivering shit, thank them for what they do. They're honestly, they're mistreated. Yes. They're mistreated so much by their company. So just thank them for what they do. Honest to God, like,
yeah.
Hell, I can't remember his name.
So
but
with social distancing, of course. Like let them drop it off and then walk. Let them walk away and then tell them thank you.
Yeah, or hell, I mean, I've seen a few people do this on social media. Leave a bag of goodies out for them or something like that. I've seen people leave little bowls with snacks and shit, or leave little gift bags and be like, hey, if you're an Amazon delivery driver, feel free to take it. Because honestly, shout out to them. They deserve it. And I will say this. Also, rest in peace to I can't remember his name for the life of me. Rest in peace to the guy who ended up dying in the warehouse in Kansas Kentucky during that tornado.
Oh, did someone die during that tornado?
8 people died. 8 people died. Oh, I will tell you this right now. I remember reading these news stories. These workers were forced by Amazon to stay there during the tornado warnings because they thought, they won't be that bad. Yeah, no, the Amazon employees were murdered by them. And I will say this forever. They deserve so much better.
That's borderline.
Because it is murder.
That's borderline manslaughter.
That's manslaughter. That's manslaughter. And I will tell you this right now. Because I remember reading a news story, and this is honestly something that made me cry, and I've not cried in a long time. But I was reading a news story. A guy who died there, I can't remember his name, he ended up passing away. Yeah, the couch is not. It's a fall-through thing. He ended up passing away as a result of the tornadoes, but the last message he sent to anyone was to his girlfriend, which was, they're making us stay in the warehouses. They don't think it's going to be too bad, or something like that. And he didn't make it out of that warehouse. And I have not cried at something in a very long time. But that got me.
Yeah, I was about to say that I understand on that one.
Yeah. Specifically, fuck Amazon, fuck their corporate, fuck everything about them. Shout out to the delivery drivers and their warehouse handlers. They deserve so much better.
Honestly. Yeah.
But should we move into Q&A?
We could.
Bet, I'm down.
If you want to.
All right. I'm going to give a brief overview of this section before we go into this. The link, if you guys want to submit something.
Hang on. Let me we'll cut this part out because I don't know if we can say this yet on air yet. Have you checked the email lately?
Not entirely.
Have you seen the emails from the sponsorship?
Yeah.
Yeah. We might be able to get sponsors.
I'd say we go for it.
Soon. Soon.
I know. I say we go for it.
Fuck it.
We can leave that in.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll leave that in. So we may get some sponsors soon. However, I'm going to give a brief kind of overview to this real quick. The Q&A section. What this is it's basically a Q&A or advice section, right? So you can ask us questions if you guys want to get to know us better, if you guys like anything like that. Or if you guys have situations in your real life and you want to ask for advice or ask for our opinions on what to do or something, you're welcome to ask that. It's pretty much an open-ended ask whatever you like sort of thing. It is all anonymous. We actually can't even see your names on the Google Docs. Obviously, we won't answer any questions if it's borderline, insensitive, way too interpersonal or anything like that.
I was about to say, can we disclaim that? We will not answering too personal questions. All right, listen.
Yeah, no, we won't answer.
This will be on the internet forever, right?
Yeah, we won't be answering shit if it's if we deem it's not, but it shouldn't be on the podcast. But pretty much ask us whatever you want, and basically it'll be up to us whether we put it in the episode or not. Yeah. With that, I guess let's get into it. But if you guys have anything where you need advice, you need our opinions, or you want to get to know us more, feel free. It's in the description. It'll be labeled the Q&A and advice link. Feel free to go ahead and click into that, and feel free to submit it. And it'll be in the episode that's a month from now, so it'll be the end of February. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, so this one is targeted at me. There are 9 questions. This one's targeted at me, and this one is, since you're adopted, does that mean your parents wanted you? I know mine don't. Let me tell you guys my adoption story. My birth parents were still married, right? They had a fight. Both of them ended up going out and cheating on each other. The guy slept with someone else. or sorry, my original mother's husband slept with someone else, and my mother slept with someone else. I am the result of that cheating. So that is why I'm there. That was impressive as fuck. That was actually impressive as fuck. I don't even, what the fuck? All right. But yeah, so they ended up cheating on each other, and they got back together like a little bit later. She was pregnant. And so, it went to the point where, they were like, her husband was like, that baby goes out for adoption or I am not getting back together with you. Which, fuck all of them, to be honest. I know they might hear this at some point and be, a little bit upset, but honestly, I don't have love lost for people I've never met. My half-sisters, I have 3 or 4 of them. I can't remember the exact number, but I will always be, happy to meet them. They didn't do anything to me. But, I mean, oh well. But yeah, shit happened. Oh well, whatever. And I was put up for adoption. But yeah.
I've never... not adopted, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can't really answer the question.
Can't really, yeah, it's like, I can't really put anything on this thing. But I will say, my mother is probably one of the only parents that had the balls to tell their own child that they were an accident. All right.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit. Like, I mean, I'll admit, I know I was an accident, but it's not like my mother ever said that. I mean, granted, I never met her, but like, it's not hard to tell I was an accident. Like,
yeah,
she wasn't trying to get pregnant. It's not that hard.
I mean, I don't care.
Oh, I don't give a shit either, but I'm just like, it's not that hard. Like, it's not hard for me to put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then the father that created me was also a deadbeat, I should mention. But yeah. And then I guess second question. This one I'm actually really liking. What are your favorite and least favorite parts of content creation? I'm gonna let you go first because I was the only one able to answer the last one.
Okay, so my favorite part. No, I'll say that we'll go bad.
We'll start
first.
Least favorite.
How about we both do bad?
You will start least favorite.
We'll both do bad, and then we'll do both do good. Okay. But worst part of content creation. People, like super toxic people for like no reason. Like people that just literally come into your chat or like hate spam, stuff like that. Like people who just go out of their way to make someone else's day bad just because, they're just, streaming to the world. They're trying to, stream to the world and enjoy themselves. And you come and shit on that. That shit pisses me off beyond belief.
That is understandable. I see that all the time on TikTok. It's stupid.
I have been in streams where the hate raids have happened. Do you know how hard it was to hold back? Because I know it's Twitch chat, right?
Here's the thing. Yeah, it's Twitch chat, but at the same time, fuck them. Like, that is not okay. And the only reason they do it is because they're sitting behind a screen and they're not saying it out loud in public where, someone would justifiably punch them in the face. Like, they're not that hard to read. You guys are fucking bitches. But I mean, it's not that hard.
There's actually 2. You can go first. You can go now, but I actually have a second one. I remembered something that's tied to that.
Yes. Yeah, I'll go ahead. I would say egotistical fame chasers, and what I mean by that is anyone who gets into content creation specifically because they want to have fans or they want to have people who enjoy watching what they make. Now, that's not to say it's not to say oh, everyone who has fans is bad. And I mean, I will tell you this right now. I hate using the word fans because honestly, it makes people it makes it seem like these people are gods. They're not. They're just people.
It kind of makes your community when you group people as fans, right?
It distances
it makes
yourself
them
from
it distances yourself. I like to call the little place I have a community.
That's what I do. I will only and forevermore refer to my Discord and the people who watch my content as a community. And the reason I do that is because I am no different from them. Whether I have 100 followers or 1 million, I am still that same person I have always been. That is impressive as shit. That was caught on camera too. Twice. What the fuck? Dude. But yeah, no, I will forever refer to them as community because here's the thing. I am no different from them. It's the same as, like, I don't know, take your favorite actor on TV, right? Like, I don't know. Who's someone I can pick off the crowd? Chris Evans, Captain America. He is no different than me, really. He's another person with another life, just same as the rest of us. The difference is, yeah, he's popular. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, if he didn't have movie roles, no one would know who the fuck he is. He'd be another random person walking down the street. So it's like, I feel like I'm gonna get roasted for using this quote, but it's one of my favorites, and I can't remember where I heard it, but it was. I don't even actually remember the full thing. Yeah. It was something along the lines. It was like it was like whether you're a king or a street sweeper, everyone dances with the Grim Reaper, which is something I like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm gonna get roasted for using that. It was I had to remember like the first part of it because I knew it was street sweeper, but I didn't know what the first one was. But yeah, it's like
get roasted, right?
Yeah, it was like whether you're a king or a street sweeper, everyone dances with the Grim Reaper. Because at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, in the ever-ending scheme of things, everyone's the fucking same. So I cannot stand people, and I've witnessed so many small creators fall victim to this. Of like how I always like if people ask me, I always offer advice about content creation because I'm always like, hey, if you guys like need to know anything, or you want my advice on shit, feel free to ask me always. And I've had people ask before, and I will not ever mention names, but I've seen so many of them fall victim to just being like, well, I want a community like you, and I'm just like, that is not what you should be chasing. I do content creation because I love it, and because I remember when I was a kid. I can't name any of the content creators now because they're all horrible people and I hate them, but when I was a kid, those same people were basically the ones who I came home to and actually had to laugh at their videos after having a really shitty day. And I want to try and do the same for people in the same way that they helped me when I was younger. But I will never, ever chase this shit for the numbers because at the end of the day, that is when you lose all hope of who you are.
Yep. Well said.
Yes. So, what's your favorite part?
I got nothing to add to that. No.
Yeah, so what's your favorite part of content creation?
No. Okay, hang on. I got one more thing. All right. Guys, we're all guilty of this. Using females for content. Stop that.
Yeah, no. I will say this right now. I've seen more than a few TikTokers. I'm going to call this specific one out because fuck this guy. Mason Ray Parker, who literally just has, I believe it's his girlfriend or a very close friend of his or something, but she's always just sitting in the background, like with her ass out for some reason. And I mean, I don't care if you're going to use the argument of, oh, well, she's okay with it, obviously. It's the fact that you're using it for fame that is the problem. I really like, okay. Yeah. Like, let me make this. Let me make this more like in an actual thing. If a girl does it herself, like for her own stuff, like if a girl, like, I don't know, take like an OnlyFans promotion or something, go ahead. I don't care. You're making content the same as us. Is it not the same content? No. It's still a valid form of content, and it's a real job. And if you're about to say it's not, get the fuck out of the podcast because you're just an idiot. Sex work is real work. I have more than a few friends who do it. I have more than a few friends who do it. So if you ever come at me with the whole sex work bullshit, you will be getting punched in the face. I've heard way too many stories from them about people who've just been utter assholes. So that is on site with me and that shit. But overall, it's like they just use girls for content. It's like, dude, fuck off. Like, I remember specifically on the Mason Ray Parker account, it was a whole thing where there were a bunch of guys, the girl was in a white t-shirt pouring like liquids on herself and stuff, and the guys would be like, oh yeah, do this, and it's like it'd get like 1 million views, and I'm just like, bro, he's putting no work into his content. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But,
like, there are so many people who don't put any work into content at all.
Yeah.
And they just like use some quick trick for fame, and it's like, fuck off, dude.
And I feel like that like mocks the people who've actually, I'm not saying us, like I'm not saying like me or anything, but it mocks the people who have like actually done this for like their entire careers and have built up to who they are today.
No, but
like it just completely mocks on all of their work.
Yeah, it mocks every creator who actually works at it. And I will include us at this because I know Oof and I have worked hard on our content many times. It mocks every creator, big and small, who have worked on content.
Yeah.
Like, if you have actually poured work into content, it's just a mocking to you because it's fucking you over. Like, sure, it's not directly like harming you, but they have a quick trip to fame out of nowhere. Meanwhile, you could have been doing this for 6 fucking years and had to build this up over 6 years, where someone else just like, I don't know, like, like, again, like, I've seen other creators do this, like, they use something for clout, and it's like, oh, fuck you, dude.
Yeah. Don't, if you want advice to grow bigger, make friends.
Make friends, but more importantly than that,
talk to them.
But more importantly than that,
make connections.
Yeah, but more important than that, even just be yourself. Like, I am a firm believer in this. I am a firm believer in this. There is a audience for literally everything.
Everyone.
I do not care what type of content you make. I do not care what you think is good or not. There is an audience for everything.
The internet is I believe the if we were to put the internet into a file, if we were bold enough to compress the entire internet into one file, it would contain 19, I think it's zettabytes.
Yeah,
I think that's the new word.
It would be zettabytes? More than that. It would be more than that.
Which by the way is trillions of gigs.
Yeah,
I assure you, there is someone out there that will watch you. I assure you.
Honest to God, always.
And enjoy your content. I assure you.
What's your favorite part now?
Making people happy with the things that I make. Like, people like
we've got the same answer.
Seeing people like interact with the things that I do and have like reacted like well to it. That makes that like making people's day.
Yeah, and I mean, I will say this right now. This is an experience recently that made me very happy. I won't name their name, but I will say this about them. You like, if you watch this, you know who you are. Shout out to you. I love you so much. Thank you for stopping by my streams. They recently came back to my community, and I actually got a very heartfelt DM from them that was basically just about how like they were still happy I was making content and everything. And honestly, it made me so happy. Like,
yeah,
I will say this right now: whether it's a small creator or a big one, never be afraid to just reach out and be like, hey, I'm glad you made this. It's great. Like, honestly,
it will make your day.
Us happy.
It will make their day.
Like,
it will legitimately make their day.
It will. Like, I can tell you, like, the ones who don't chase it for numbers, it will make their fucking day. Because the reason we do it is not only just for us, but it's for all of you as well. Because I can say, like, although I do this for myself mostly, that didn't land, did it?
No, it's okay. Upset.
Sorry, I don't check that. Like, I will admit, at the end of the day, yeah, we do this for ourselves, but it's also for all of you.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the basis of it.
Sure.
Next question.
Yeah.
You got something else.
Well, speaking. No. We'll go on.
All right. We'll go. This will be an interesting one. What is the oddest wrong number call/text you've ever received?
Ooh.
I don't have the best memory. So I can't recall all of them. I can recall one very recently, which is one of those text bots that sends you random girls' nudes and shit. Yeah, I got that. I decided
right now.
Yeah, I decided to troll. I decided to troll the bot.
Oh my god! How did you troll the bot?
Let me read you the conversation.
Huh?
Let me read you the conversation.
Oh god! There we go.
All right, let me grab my phone.
Because I think I actually still have this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and read this while I. Do I look normal in the game at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm gonna try and read this like outside my VR headset. Okay. Where the fuck is it?
I don't think I'm on my phone. I think I deleted it, to be honest with you.
I might have. It was not that far back.
No, but I can tell the context of it. I tell you basically what it said.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. I can't find it, but essentially the basics of it were just I receive a text out of the blue and I'm like, who the fuck is this? And then it's obvious it's a box. It was like, oh, I'm just doing this. What are you doing? And I'm like, okay, lovely. And the basis of it was I just decided to be a little bit of a dick and started out having a normal conversation, but then I just got very weird. Then I just got very weird because it was like, oh, I'm going to take a bath. You want to see? And I'm like, and I don't remember exactly which game I said, but I was like, nah, I'm currently immersing myself in X game or whatever the fuck. Yeah, I got very weird. I started making anime references and shit.
See, this is what I would do. I'd be the weirdo, bro. I'd be like, fucking, nah, bro, I'm busy taking a bath. I'm taking a bath in mustard right next to you.
Yeah.
Just in case a real person was able to see that.
Oh no, yeah. No, I did actually make it a bit funnier though, is I wanted to test if the bot had any like chat commands. And what I mean by chat commands is if you send certain messages, sometimes it'll get a certain response.
Yep.
It kind of did, which made me question if it was a real person or not. Because I asked in like 3 different ways if they had any more photos, because they did send some random shit. I asked in 3 different ways. The third response got nothing back at all, so I was like, oh well. But the first 2 did, but they were vastly different wording, which is why I was like, is this an actual real person behind this? But yeah, they kept pushing.
Yeah, they probably had to have like set presets that they have. Like that.
Yeah.
Knowing the little that I know about coding, it's actually really not that hard to code.
It's not that hard at all.
Like
yeah,
you just have a repeating function that finds it.
Oh yeah, it's not hard at all. But yeah, the funniest thing about it was after like 5 messages trying to push some link, they just stopped responding. I'm like, yeah, sounds about right. Fuck you too.
Nice.
No, specifically fuck scammers.
So
what was yours?
So this was about 2 months ago. I haven't told anybody this story either. Like nobody knows about this yet. This will
be fun.
See here first. Got a text at about 1 p.m., which is probably about the right time for one of these texts. It said, "Hi, Lou," or like some random name, right? And it was like,
I get those, but they're my dad's or mom's name.
No. Hi, Lou. I had fun with you last night on our Tinder date, and I was wondering if you wanted to do it again sometime. Maybe sometime next week. Now, I could have been so evil. I could have been so beyond evil. But the reason why I did it, right? The reason why I did it, only reason, is because they had an out-of-state number, right?
Oh. So... That's a fake number, yeah. They gave them the wrong number.
Yep. Yep. They just gave them a fake number.
And I mean,
I was like, damn.
I don't really care what anyone's opinion is on this, but I will never be rude if it's like a wrong number type scenario that's like very genuine. Because 9 times out of 10, I feel like it was given by like a girl who was very uncomfortable and did not feel safe enough to give the real number.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'll admit, anyone who's a female friend of mine knows this. Hopefully, if you are ever in a scenario where you have to give a fake number, you are more than welcome to give them mine. Like,
yeah, honestly,
if you have it memorized or something, it's the only number you can remember offhand. I welcome you to do so, please. Because honestly, and I mean, like, hey, if you're like another guy who has a lot of friends like this, I honestly encourage you to do the same. Why? Because honestly, it could save their life. Like, I have seen more than once way too many news stories and actually a few personal experiences of girls being harmed or murdered over just saying no. And it's not okay. Like I encourage you, like, if you're a guy and like, you know, you're not completely against getting like some shit spam text from these people, I encourage you to do the same. Like, again, if you're a female friend of mine and you have my number, go ahead, if you don't have my number, feel free to ask me for it. To be honest, I literally do not care if you give some random creep my number, because I mean, it's better mine than yours. Because if they implore some stupid thing where they try and track or anything, they're welcome to come to my house. They'll find me waiting with a fucking blade.
Yeah, come. With a fucking shotgun.
I have a whole ass knife. I have a whole ass knife collection, and I've trained in throwing knives. You are more than welcome to show up at my residence. You try and act weird, there will be one entering your neck. Because again, I've called the police in my city. They don't show up. EMS will. It's only a question of whether you'll still be breathing by the time they get there.
Yep. All right. Pause real quick.
Yep.
Pause real quick. My dogs are barking. Be right back. I don't know why they're barking.
All good. Should I move on to the next question?
Yeah, we can go on to the next question after that.
I'll start giving my answer while you're, or like I'll just like look through the questions.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Oh yeah, this is not actually even a question. This is just a look at my suggestion type scenario. So we're actually gonna go take a look at that what this is, and I believe it's response number 4. It is not. Yeah, this is actually from the thing. This one just says, "Look at my suggestion," and then immediately the suggestion is your Magnum Dong, and then in parentheses Monster Can, and it's under the suggestions to add to the podcast section. So, okay, then, sure, that's okay. I don't know what to say to that. All right, so next question: how big is your biggest snow globe? I don't own any.
I don't own any, actually. No. So but I will say, I can answer this question with my grandmother's. My grandmother's, it has a snow globe the size of a globe, and it has a globe inside of the snow globe.
That's cool as fuck, actually.
Yeah. I don't have a picture of it. I'm probably not gonna go over there, so I don't have. We won't be able to show you. But if I find a picture of it, I'll show you. Yeah, but it's like a globe inside of a globe.
The next question is, why are you gay? Neither of us are gay.
Nah.
So I don't know what that has to do with anything. The question after that is, why are you super gay? Again, neither of us are.
No. I can answer that question. Because I'm gonna fuck Lucy in the ass. That's why.
That is exactly right. When we meet up, expect some OnlyFans content. But motherfucker, my shit's getting all messed up.
I swear to God.
Okay, there we go. The next one, I already did the look at my suggestion one. Do you eat pizza with or without the bone? Without. I really don't like things with bones in them, to be honest.
I like to eat my pizza boneless.
Boneless. But yeah, I honestly, this is just a random fun fact about me. I really don't like to eat anything with bones in it. Like if it's like chicken, I'll usually like make sure it's off the bones first, because I'm just It's also part of the reason why I'm really not that big a fan of like wings.
Yeah, it's a texture thing. Yeah. For me. It's a texture thing.
Oh yeah. And then we've done all that. The final question. When was your first kiss? When was your first time? If you've done it, the eye emoji. And finally, why did you start streaming?
Wow. Those are very different questions.
It was a very different question. First kiss was a long-ass time ago. I honestly can barely remember it. It's 5th grade?
I know when mine was, but I don't...
I know around the general year. I'm not going to explain any of the stories beyond this.
Yeah, I'll answer the kiss one. I ain't gonna answer the other one.
I'm gonna answer the other one with... I'm not going to explain when, but no. I am not a virgin. Anyways. That's all you're getting. I don't care what anyone says. I am not a virgin. You are not hearing about when this happened at all.
Okay.
Well, by the way... Are you going?
I was saying my first kiss happened to I don't remember her name. It was in
I think it's better if we don't mention names.
It was in pre-K.
Fair. Yeah, I think it's better if we don't mention names.
And my mom caught me doing it when she was coming to pick me up, which was not the only thing she also caught me doing with this girl while picking me up from pre-K. Remember, this is preschool.
Please tell me you guys were not like...
We both, in sync, pissed on the fence.
Okay, I'm glad that did not go where I think it was. I was like, please tell me there was not like any other bad thing like that.
No, we just both were just pissing on the fence.
Understandable, to be honest.
We got in so much trouble for.
Listen, you do what you got.
I don't know what is wrong. I don't know what is wrong with younger me, but this is a message to younger me, real quick. The fuck are you doing?
No, trust me. If I could meet my younger self, I don't care that it would be child abuse. I would slap him. I would slap him more than once. Younger me was a fucking idiot. But younger me is also the reason why I have so many chronic issues now. But
yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, no, I fucking hate younger me. But
what was the last question about the streaming?
Yeah, why did you start streaming?
Oh, why did I start streaming? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Fuck it, sure. It's a pretty quick thing for me. I started doing YouTube back in 2015. Always wanted to. Started out with actually 2014. Some really shitty content. You know, it was laggy as fuck. It was back in middle school when I had like a shit all laptop that barely ran anything. It ran Minecraft, couldn't run a recorder, so it was laggy content. I shut that channel down, and then I opened up. My Minecraft name at the time was The Slayer or something like that, because, you know, cringy 15-year-old. But so yeah, that my first channel in 2015, my official first channel, I opened up Slayer vs. Gaming, did content there. I still do content over there, but I had a name change in 2019 over to LuciKOH, as everyone now knows me. And yeah, I'm still doing content over there, so feel free to go check it out if you'd like. But I started streaming in 2018, and I originally started YouTube because I saw some of the content creators I used to look up to, and I was like, I want to do what they're doing for people. And then I never actually really got into Twitch till 2018, and that was when I was introduced to a streamer known as Sunny Day. Some of you may know her if you're in my community, some of you may not, and if you don't know her, it's all good. I don't think she streams anymore. I think she debates on it sometimes.
No, yeah,
like she does rarely. It's like intermittent. Yeah. It's like intermittent. Yeah. She doesn't stream hasn't streamed in a little while, but it's intermittent. Shout out to her, because she is actually the reason I started streaming.
Yep.
I actually also, through her community, met most of the people I now know. Actually, I believe that's how we met.
That's how we met. Yeah.
We met through Sunny Day's community. It's fucking awesome.
I clicked on his stream in her promo channel. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I clicked on his stream in her promo channel. And
that's how we met. I was playing GTA.
That is exactly how we met. Yeah.
I was playing GTA. We were like down a member, or we were down a member or something. I was like, "Hey, yo, you want to hop in?"
No.
Or wait, was that later on?
Time we met. That was not the first time we met. You were doing races, right? You were doing a Mystic. You were just racing.
Mystic and someone we don't talk about. I remember that.
Yeah, I was just watching your stream, and I said like 3 things, but I followed you.
Right, then you came back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here we are. That was what, 2019? 2018?
2018.
It was 2018 December, right? Yeah.
It's 4 years.
So yeah, 4 years. Holy shit, dude.
3 years. 3 years.
3. Yeah, like 3 and 2 months or whatever. But either way, that's a lot. Holy fuck.
Yeah. I know. I've been thinking about that. I was like, I've known my online friends for like I have friends in real life that I've known for like
less time than me.
God, I've known my friend Antoine, which he might be on the show soon. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna assure you, you're gonna want to watch that episode.
Fair.
That is all I'm gonna say about Antoine. Is you're gonna want to watch that episode. He is just a character.
Oh, fair.
Put it that way. But I've known him since 6th grade. Newsflash. That was 8 years ago.
Holy shit.
Like, what the fuck?
Dude, time fucking goes by. Like, honestly, I can still remember my first internet friends that I ever met back in 2015, and it's been 7 years.
Yeah.
Well, actually, technically speaking, I had 2 internet friends before I met, like, the group that I call my first, but I honestly, we stopped talking. It wasn't any, like, thing where it was, like, bad, but it was just, like, over time, it was harder to contact each other.
Yeah.
Like, I still follow them on Instagram and shit, but, I mean, we just don't talk.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, it happens. Like, it's happened with a lot of people. And, I mean, part of that, I will tell you this right now, is part of my ADHD. So, if you ever think I'm ignoring you, if you're friends with an ADHD person, if you ever think that they're ignoring you, they're not. It's an out of sight, out of mind thing. We talked a bit about it on the last episode with Anna. But it's an out of sight, out of mind thing. Basically, if I am not seeing a reminder of you, I will forget you exist. And it's not anything like that. It's just a like force of habit thing. Like hell, when I went on vacation to TwitchCon, right? Forgot my parents existed.
Yeah.
Like I flew to San Diego. I lived in an Airbnb for like 5 days. I forgot my fucking parents existed because again, I didn't have a constant reminder of them every fucking day. Yep. Like again, it happened. It's happened with everything. Like I can guarantee you, it's happened with each of my friends at least once. Oof and I didn't talk for 9 months straight. Why? Because again, out of sight, out of mind. We both have ADHD.
Just forgot we existed.
Yeah, we both have ADHD. Out of sight, out of mind. Like we each other pretty much just phased out of existence to one another.
Yep. I can't even remember who I was talking to at that.
I have no idea.
Oh no, I do. That was when I first met Clutch or Carter.
Right.
Yeah. That was when I first met him. And I began talking to you again the summer of that year.
2020.
Yeah.
Because in 2019 we like lost contact a bit. Stopped talking around December after a year that we met, and then for like 6-7 months we just didn't talk, and then it was like, hey, all of a sudden, I remember you.
Yeah, we just go back to being friends like normal. It's just
again, that's like
I have a friend.
Yeah, that's how ADHD people work.
Yeah, like and shout out if he hears this, Mike. Mike, if you hear this, I don't forget you exist. Always remember that. I know you don't forget that, but you are the number one OG, right? Oh, Mike has been Mike is like the all-seeing father.
That's fair enough.
He's whenever I go over there, I usually go over there when I'm like my mental state is at its lowest, and I come out of there a new person. I come out of his apartment like a new person. He helps me so much.
That's honestly a good thing. Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, I will say that though, yeah, like if you're ever friends with an ADHD person, shout out to you for like not just being a dick about it. I have had more than a few friends who were just absolute pieces of shit about it. Like I don't blame them; they're not able to understand it, but I do get very annoyed at them because it's just like ADHD, out of sight, out of mind, and then there's the like pretty much workaholic mode, which I get into sometimes, where I will just do nothing but nonstop work. Or there's times where I'll procrastinate everything for 6 months. Like this podcast. Anyways. So, what about you with the streaming question?
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about the question.
Why did you first start streaming? Or wait, was it when?
Why did I start? Yeah, why?
Yeah, why? Why
did
you start?
Is it when or why? Why? Okay, yeah. No, that's easy. That's easy. I wanted to do YouTube, right? Like I wanted to make content, right? But I was too lazy to edit. That was literally it. I started watching Sunny Day right around August 2018, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is cool. I actually never knew what Twitch was before her channel.
Yeah, actually, no, that's something we have in common. Same here. And you want to know the funniest thing?
Yep.
I went to the first TwitchCon back in 2015. I didn't know what Twitch was until 2018. And why did I go? Because one of my family members works for a gaming company, and their company was going. They had extra tickets, so I ended up going.
Yeah.
But yeah. Continue.
Yeah, that was it. That was literally it.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I want to do this too. I had a shitty Inspiron Dell laptop with the 1050 Ti in it, and I was just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I
And
started
also,
streaming.
this is one thing I will leave off with this piece of streaming advice. If you're thinking about streaming, just go for it. Fuck the tech. Fuck, like, you don't need the highest end shit. I upgraded over the years. When I started out, I had shit all, like, for everything. Just fucking start. Like, there is no excuse for, like, oh, I don't have the best tech. Bro, I have seen people make high quality videos on their fucking iPhone 6s in the last year. Yep. All right? If they can do it, you can.
And don't say you have a webcam. If you have an iPhone, you have a webcam.
You don't even. I'm going to tell you this right now. You don't even need a webcam.
No,
like you don't even need a fucking.
You're not comfortable with showing your face. Don't.
Yeah, like honest to God.
If you want to do a VTuber model, do that.
Yeah, like honest to God.
They're always fun.
I don't exactly like showing my face. I don't like being on camera, but the only reason I do it is because I prefer webcam content. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I prefer it because I feel like it brings another level of interaction, but you don't have to do it. Plenty of content creators don't. But I think that's the end of the podcast for today.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think we went on a little long today.
We did. I do apologize for a bit of the longer episode, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the extra content and all. As usual, links will be down in the description. Oof's channel, my channel, the application links. One is a guest application link, so if you want to be on the podcast, feel free to leave your Discord and everything in there. And we will definitely contact you guys. Or if you have any like questions or you need advice on something, feel free to fill out the Q&A and advice one. And at the bottom of both, there's suggestions for what. Sorry, at the end of the Q&A one, there's suggestions to add to the podcast if you'd like to see, or there's also suggestions for topics in your guys' episodes that we will use. And I will say this because this was in the suggestions to add to the podcast on the Q&A one. This is nothing against anyone. It was, can you add? I forget the game, but it was like, can you add this game into whatever you want, like into basically something you record on the podcast.
Like the mix of games that we record.
Yeah, there is no mix of games. I will announce this right now. This is a permanent VR chat podcast, and that is how it will stay. The game is free.
Okay. Yes, it will be primarily on VR chat. We might have episodes like in real life.
Oh yeah, no, like
obviously you're eventually gonna do a real life episode.
Here's the thing.
What I mean is I want to do. Go ahead.
Yeah, here's what I mean. Like the game wise, it'll be
yeah.
But we will of course have real life episodes. But game wise, it will be permanently VR chat.
Yeah, and I actually kind of want to record an episode with just us sitting like with our webcams on.
That's fair.
So they can see like us,
That's fair.
Kind of see the behind the picture. It would make it easier to record too.
We can do a behind the scenes episode. True, but I mean, I also feel like this brings like a different level to the podcast.
It does.
So many are
really
face to face. Like,
so
many are face to face.
But you could physically see us moving like with our hands. Truth. Oh, that was something I wanted to say. I'm getting a new headset, so I'll have hand tracking. I think for when
Hell
I get
yeah!
it. I'm getting the Oculus Quest 2.
That's what I'm saving up for, actually.
Yeah. So I was gonna get my room renovated, right? Remember I was telling you that I was gonna get my room. I was gonna get like sound paneling on my walls, get some like posters up and repaint it, put some LEDs up. I was like, no. This Oculus Rift headset is sort of it's fallen out of support. Like hardware wise, like you can't order any brand new parts for this headset.
They've discontinued all of it. Like the only thing they sell is the Quest 2 now. That like Oculus has discontinued every single one of their products.
Yeah, which I'm not mad at. I will say I'm not really.
I'm not mad at. It's just like it makes it inconvenient for when headsets break down.
Yeah, but to be fair to them, this headset is 4.5 years old.
Oh no, yeah, like it's
I didn't actually realize that.
It's definitely completely fair to them for them doing it. Which is why I'm saving up for a Quest 2 because there is actually going to be support for that. But
for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll say for a long time because even with the new Oculus Pro, I think it's called. There's a new headset that's got leaked. Recently. So, but even with that headset coming out, I think it'll still have support for quite a while because a lot of people bought that.
Oh yeah,
it's the best-selling VR headset ever.
Fair. Although before we go off another ADHD tangent, we should probably end the podcast before this goes on for another hour. But yeah, at the end of the day, links are in the description. Feel free to check them out. We hope you all enjoyed, and we will be seeing you all on February 15th, or maybe a day later, depending, with a new episode and a new guest. And as we mentioned, you don't need to have VR chat in order to be with it, as Anna didn't, and she was on last month's episode. So feel free to go and submit an application, even if you don't have it. It's all good. And yeah, we will see you all in the next month.
Yep.
Peace out, everyone.
See you guys later. Bye.